I may not be able to satisfy my wife, but the Amazon guy can. Okay, how about you just subscribe, hit that button on the bottom because we need the subs, dude. Okay, today we will be doing a video on this Charger. What year is it? 16?
2015.
2015 Charger V6.
This is a
all-wheel drive.
3.6 liter.
Our cameraman experienced an issue where he was driving down the highway and basically the accelerator pedal got stuck on and the engine started revving up and he kind of freaked out and pulled over to the side of the road. After cycling the key on and off, the issue went away and he hasn't experienced it since, but he's kind of scarred. He's scared to drive it and all that kind of stuff. We did some research and found online that the issue a lot of the time is caused by the throttle body. The throttle body is a plate that sits on your intake and it pivots according to how much you hit the gas pedal, and that controls how much air goes inside your engine. So the more you hit your pedal, the more the throttle plate opens, and what is happening is the plate is getting gunked up and sticking. So we're going to take it apart and see what that looks like. Otherwise, it might be a simple issue like a floor mat. We'll find out. First thing you want to do is just pull this cover off. It's got these little rubber grommets that mount onto these plastic studs. Just pop it off, and then you will see your throttle body, which is right here. Next step is to pull the intake piping from the airbox to the throttle body. These are 8mm worm clamps. So just loosen them up a little bit. You gotta take them off all the way, and then you kind of wiggle it loose. Looks like we have this connector if you want to come around the other side. There's a, looks like probably an intake air temp sensor. Just pop it off. There's a little plastic tab. Take the whole intake tubing off. This is the throttle plate we were referencing earlier. It opens to allow more air to go into the intake and therefore the engine. All you have to do is you got to pull this little clip off, this connector right here, and I think that's about it. And then you got 4 8mm bolts, one in each corner, and then you can see the back of it. Okay, my assistant Bradan will help. Somewhere in this video, we need to add a random scene where it's just desperately asking for subs and likes, but we'll just throw it into the middle of the scene. That way they don't notice it, and then we can get back to fixing the car. Okay, just seamlessly edit that in, all right? So that these bolts don't fall out, we're gonna pull them out right now. Actually, there's screws, and we'll show you the issue. Well then, this is a pretty clean throttle plate, but we'll clean it anyway since we took it out. You can see there's some carbon buildup. You can see where it turns black. We'll try to get some good lighting for you guys. And basically that is enough sometimes to cause this plate to stick. We don't know if that was the issue. Now it looks more like it might have been the just an issue with the floor mat. But we'll clean it out since we took this out anyway. So we have some carb and throttle body cleaner here. We're just gonna try to get as much of that black carbon buildup off the throttle body as we can. Typically don't want to spray towards your vehicle because this will strip paint. So you can see it just, ooh, an Amazon package. I may not be able to satisfy my wife, but the Amazon guy can.
So after spraying this, you have more buildup along the wall of the throttle body. You can just take a shop towel, spray it with some carb cleaner, and lightly wipe it off.
Before you start reassembly, you want to make sure this gasket O-ring is in all the way. You want to make sure the wires are out of the way. Then you carefully place the throttle plate, throttle body in there. Line up one of the screws, start it, and then there is a little dowel that this sits on which helps you align it.
Leave a thumbs up. if you like this video. If you don't, still leave a thumbs up, subscribe, and watch all of our videos all over again.
This is, so after tightening down the throttle body, you want to put the intake piping back on. You don't want to forget to plug in your, I believe this is an intake air temp sensor. Just plug that in there. Otherwise you will get a check engine light. Tighten your worm clamp. Last of all, we're gonna put on the cover. And that's that.
3, 5, 1, go.
Bad boys, what you doing? No, okay. Alright, the way we were standing, I was like feeling myself. So that's what we did to try to fix the issue that our cameraman was having. The code that we had at the beginning kind of indicated an issue with the accelerator pedal or the throttle body. We did some research on, we just typed it into Google. Some of the feedback that we got was lots of carbon buildup on the throttle body, and we also saw some people saying that if they had aftermarket floor mats, that the accelerator pedal would actually get stuck. So for now, what we did was pull the throttle body off. It was relatively easy. It's something definitely you can do yourself. Pull it off, get as much of that carbon as you can off, put it back together, and then another thing that we did was basically put the floor mat in the back seat, and we're gonna see if that makes a difference and if you experience the issue again. If so, then you may see a video of us replacing the accelerator pedal. So stay tuned. All right, so thank you for watching. Come back for the next episode. We're really trying to push those subscribers. So all you pimps and pimpettes, comment, like, share, subscribe. See you next time.